Well, this is the day we have been waiting for. It's opening day of Wyoming's archery bear season. And if you've been following along on this vlog, then you know that we've been working hard here in Wyoming, and we are struggling, I guess, to get enough bears on the bait. But we're learning a lot and having a lot of fun and just enjoying this trip. We checked 2 trail cameras this morning, and the 2 baits that we're expecting to hunt tonight, we did not go in there. We're going to go in this afternoon and bait and then hunt. The 2 we checked this morning were both disappointing again. We have one bait that is in, it looks like an absolutely terrific spot for bears, but I guess the bears just don't know about it because it's been 6 days, 5 days, 5 or 6, without a single bear on that bait. The other one, we had 1 bear on it. It's in a great valley that comes down to a creek, and the creek runs through another larger valley, and there's a good game trail along the creek, and you can smell the gold rush when you're walking up the valley from the creek. But unfortunately, there's like some kind of a family reunion taking place right at that creek, because they have pitched a bunch of tents and everything like that right in there, and so that bait went completely dead too, because they literally pitched their tents, and they're having a campfire and big meals, and like they got tables set up and everything like that, and they're 250 yards from the bait. So I'm afraid that bait is done. So the 2 baits that we have, one of them has 2 chocolate bears on it, and the other one has a light brown bear that we called brown sugar. And so I was thinking we'd probably draw straws or something like that to go see who hunts which bait. But Dave and Virgil, they both said, since I did so much of the work leading up to this, they felt like they wanted me to have a choice, and they would take the second choice. And so I'm going to go up on the big hilltop bait up by the meadow, and where the 2 bears are, and my hope is that I can shoot one of the bears and then just get out of there, unless the bear runs far enough away from the bait that I feel comfortable going in there tonight, skinning it and everything. But I may leave it late till morning. It's been getting down below freezing every night, so I think if I leave it till morning, then go up in there and recover the bear and not mess with the bait, then hopefully one of the other guys will have a chance to go in there and kill the other bear tomorrow night. So that's what we're going to try to do. And then either Virgil or Dave is going to go up and hunt the bait that has this smaller bear that's just got a beautiful color and really nice pelt to it. So anyway, we decided to come up here in the high country and just do some 4-wheeling. So we've been filled up our tanks with gas and just drove all over the mountainside here, and just had a blast here today. And so we're heading back to camp now to take a bath in the creek and get something to eat, and then get ready to go out into the stand. So we'll bring you an update here in a little bit, and hopefully we'll see a bear on the ground before the end of this video. Well, it's just after 4 o'clock and we're settled into the tree stand here. It's pretty remarkable to me that I'm in the mountains in western Wyoming hunting black bear and do-it-yourself public land adventure. And it has been an adventure, and it's really been exciting, and just gorgeous scenery everywhere you look. And we've just had so much fun, good company and good food, and we've got some bears on the baits, and we've worked pretty hard to get 2 baits with bears on it. And it was really unfortunate, since there's 3 of us, that, you know, when I invited Dave and Virgil to come on this, I really thought that we could get 3 bears on the baits at least, and so everybody would have a chance to hunt. And unfortunately, we have 2 baits, and this one here has 2 bears on it, another has 1. And so I was just thinking we'll probably just draw straws, flip a coin or whatever, and make it fair for everybody. And these guys are just generous and unselfish, and they just came to me and said, you did so much of the work beforehand, you did all the leg work, and you deserve to have your choice. And so they allowed me to choose. The mid-80s right now, and it was 28 degrees this morning, and it'll probably be 28 degrees tomorrow morning and 80 degrees again tomorrow afternoon. It's just pretty amazing. I'm at 8,000 feet here, and as you can see, on day one I didn't get a bear because I'm back in the stand, and unfortunately the bears on this bait have just completely gone nocturnal, and it happened on the day we hung the stand. So I'm a little bit concerned that something happened when we were hanging the stand. Possibly the bear was really close or something, but he'd been mostly coming into the day until Friday when we hung the stand, and now it's Sunday. But he did come in 3 times last night. The one female has not been back since Thursday evening or Friday morning, I forget. But the big male, he came in last night about 10 o'clock, which is an hour after I left. And then he was at 1:40, he was back for about 20 minutes, and then again at 5 o'clock this morning. The bear that Virgil was hunting last night up on a creek 2 drainages over was also a no-show, so neither one of us saw a bear last night after having plenty of daylight activity on the cameras. Well, it is Monday morning. The season's been open 2 days, and wheels just totally came off this hunt. I just never dreamed, if you'd have told me 48 hours ago that I was going to be feeling this discouraged, I would have never guessed it. But every bear that we've got has gone nocturnal. We haven't got a daylight picture in 2 days, ever since Friday when we set the tree stands, and we've only got 2 baits with bears on them, and we have to go to town today because we got to register the last bait that we put out, and it's got to be registered by 7 days. We do have the option of registering one more section, which means a 4-hour drive, and then we got to put the bait out, and then it's a 1-hour drive each way back to town to call in that bait, which would have to be done sometime in the next 7 days if we can find a good spot to put a bait. It's Monday, and I have to be home Sunday at the latest, which means leaving Saturday, and it takes the better part of a day to get all of our stuff out of the woods, the stands and the barrels and everything like that at the 4 sites that we have. Boy, the odds are just really stacked against us at this point. So we're going to have a powwow this morning and kind of talk about what our options are. I think, we're not going to admit defeat yet, but realistically, man, our chances went from really, really good 2 days ago to really, really pessimistic right now, and it's very unfortunate that this happened the way it did, but that's the way this bear hunting goes, and it's extremely difficult the way that Wyoming has this set up. We can't just go find a couple more sites and put out baits. It's a very complicated and time-consuming process to get everything done legally. We're going to have some breakfast here and talk about what our options are, and we'll take it from there.